Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about what it is like being in my 30s, dating, my dating experiences, and just what the dating world looks like when you are 30 years old. Now, first off, I know a lot of people think, oh, 30 is like anti-status, like you're old. Shut the fuck up, you're not fucking old, okay? I, for the longest time, hated every single birthday because I'm like, I'm a step closer to reaching 30, then 40, then 50, and that was just my mindset. I was completely wrong. Honestly, 30 sounds old. I've grown to embrace aging and all of my upcoming birthdays because, man, you think you know a lot of your shit. You think you're grown. You think you have reached a point where you are mature when you're in your 25s to 27-ish range. And if you're below that, then you are still a baby. You have no idea what life is going to unfold and is going to be like for you. You just have no idea because you have so much life to experience and go through. But when you're in that 28, 29 age bracket, you truly transition when you get close to your 30s. When you hit your 29, 30s, I feel like there's a shift. Your perspective on life, a lot of who you are as a person and discovering that, and your career, financial, everything, like there's a natural shift that takes place. You get into a mode of realizing the things that you need to work on within yourself. You mature mentally, emotionally, hopefully spiritually. And when you're in that 29, 30 age range, you just want different things. The things that you used to think you want, the things that you used to care about, the things that you used to stress about in your early 20s is so different when you hit 29, 30. And you just want better for yourself. You have a more mature mindset. Well, at least I would hope. That doesn't apply to everybody, but majority, there's a handful. I wouldn't say majority, but there's a lot of people that get their shit together, basically. When it comes to dating, for me, I was previously in a relationship, a really long relationship, and I've only really known being in a relationship for that long. I've always been in relationships. I've probably only been single for like a year, and then I met the person that I was with for a long time, and then I was barely 21 at that time, and then by the time the relationship was falling apart and the cheating happened, I got cheated on, and I divorced his ass. I was coming into the dating world literally 30. So I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, the single scene, the dating scene, being freshly single in this day and age, 2026, is treacherous. It is so fucking treacherous. And I feel like there's only a selected few on this earth that truly want love, that truly follows God and loves God and knows God and Jesus, and there's a very few. And it was overwhelming at first because I'm like, okay, first of all, I haven't been single in a long time, and then I'm 30, and then I'm meshing being 30 and dating. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, honestly. I had no fucking clue. I had to learn how to flirt, like what the fuck? I did not know what the fuck I was doing. I've dated, right? I went through phases where I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna date one person at a time. Big fucking mistake. Do not do that. Do not date one person at a fucking time, because that'll waste, if anything, more of your time and your energy, and you'll be more hurt. I'll tell you why later. Dated one person at a time, and I've dated people and talked to people and have had talking stages that would, fucking stuttering, bitch, calm down. Whenever I would take one person seriously, the situation only lasted 3 months. Tops. Man, in that time, I could have gotten to know other people and gotten to get more experience, because you only get so much experience when you're dealing with one person. And yes, it seems like one person seems like a lot to manage, because I can barely manage my fucking self. But trust me, you have to serial date. And when I say date, you don't need to have sex with all these people. You don't have to have sex with any of them. Dating, to me, is getting to know someone. Genuinely getting to know someone, creating a connection, or seeing if there's a connection. Anyways, I dated one person at a time, a big mistake. I got my feelings hurt. It only lasted 3 months, and I would date one person for 3 months, another person for 3 months, another person for 3 months, and I'm like, okay, this is not going fucking anywhere. And actually, when I dated 3 people at a time, 4 people at a time, I found myself learning so much more about what I like, what I don't like, just learning different people and personalities, and just meeting people in general, knowing what I want in a relationship, what I want in a partner. There are so many things that I learned about people in general and human behavior and relationships and love and dynamics, and I learned so much. And I was less hurt because when one person ghosts me, I have all these other people that I'm getting to know still. And at the end of the day, you cannot be loyal to someone that is not your boyfriend, that is not your motherfucking husband. Why? Why would you want to do that? I realized the dating age bracket. Okay, I would say the youngest person was seriously 26. He ended up being an avoidant, and he still hits me up to this day, still stalks my shit to this day. But romantically wise, it started off romantic and cutesy, and we were all for each other, and then things just changed one day. And that was one of the people that I started to talk to seriously in the beginning. That only lasted 3 months. When I was serial dating, I was also talking to him, and things just fizzled out, and it didn't work out, which is fine. And that's another thing that you need to learn, is when you're dating and things don't work out, it's okay. You don't have to hate the other person. It's not the end of the fucking world, and this is why you don't put all of your eggs in one basket, why you don't talk to just one person, because none of these people are your boyfriend. You don't have to be loyal to one guy that you're getting to know. You will learn that. I can't tell people what to do. Like, you will learn that, and you will see why when you experience that, because you have to see it for yourself. That wasn't a good experience. Mentality wise, I would never date someone under 30 ever again. And when I say dated, it's getting to know, taking the time to get to know somebody. So I was never in an official relationship since I divorced the person that I was married to. So I've been single. I ended up seriously talking to one person, and he was 25, so even younger. And same result. The mentality, these guys just want to have a good time. They think they want love, but they haven't fully emotionally, mentally mature yet. They don't actually know what they want in their mid-20s, and I get it. I don't hate them for it. They're not a bad person. They're not bad human beings. Like, at that age, reflecting and putting myself in their shoes, at mid-20 age, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And I was in a relationship at the time, but my mentality, I'm sure, was not mature, not stable. And there's just so many things that comes with younger guys when you're dating them. They don't know what they want. They think they want you. If anything, they're just attracted to your looks, but other than that, they're not ready for anything serious. So do not expect anything serious out of someone that's under 30 years old. 29 maybe. 29. But so I learned that, and then did mess around with someone that was 19 years old, and never again. Never again. Then I've also dated older men. The oldest 44, the other oldest was 40, and oh my god, men in their 40s that are seasoned, let me just say, because there's a bunch of losers that are 40 plus years old that's why they're fucking balding, because they're just not good people. Anyways, I've dated a 44-year-old and a 40-year-old, and they were both real men. Top tier hygiene, financially stable, emotionally mature, doesn't care to drink and party. They're at home growing their own fucking food, shopping at Costco's, not being a consumer, and just amazing. If you are in your 30s and you date a guy that's in their 40s, that are good men, by the way. They have to be good men. Just because they're older doesn't mean that they're perfect. Like, no. But these two guys that I dated that were older, amazing experience. And not only were they mentally mature, emotionally mature, spiritually mature, but the ding-a-ling-a-lingy was ding-a-ling-a-lingy. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But anyways, and then I dated guys my age, but then a lot of them were in situationships, either still fucking with their baby mama, still missing their ex, constantly talking about their ex, or they just need someone to fill their void, and they don't even have their kids most of the time. So red flag. Dating scene in your 30s, it sucks. It's very scarce, I feel like. But that doesn't mean that I don't believe that there are men out there that want the same things as me. And at this point in my life, I haven't dated anyone for a month now, 2 months now. I have seriously been just focusing on my own shit. I know I say that all the time, but seriously, this time, it was very different. This time it's different. Sometimes you have to fall down and fall into, your fuck ups in order for you to learn. Just learn how to date differently. We all don't have the perfect perspective when it comes to dating. You just have to dive in, get to know people. And then you also, the difference between getting to know people and also aimlessly going on dates, because I used to go on dates with whoever wanted to take me out that I was interested in. I let them take me out, and then it got to a point where I'm going on all these dates, but I'm like, there are only a handful of guys that I would actually seriously date. Well, then I started dating in a way where I only went on dates that I felt like I would seriously or could highly potentially could like seriously date them. And then I started to not fucking date. I stopped dating within the past month. This is the first time in a month that I truly focused on myself. I denied all dating. I ignored DMs, I ignored text messages, and I really just locked in with myself. Because I was able to do that, I was able to financially pay off all of my debt, which I am so blessed and grateful for. Dating can be whatever you want it to be. Now I'm at a place where I'm only going on dates with someone that, first of all, number one, loves Jesus, loves God, has the same faith as me. Choosing to not go on any dates unless the great guy that I feel like truly loves God and knows God. You never know what the hell to do, but give yourself grace, because if you've been in a long relationship and you're now in the dating scene, you're gonna see different phases of dating and different levels of dating, because there are so many things that I had to learn when it came to dating. But now I'm at a place currently that I truly, I'm not gonna give people the benefit of the doubt no more. You come correct. Don't talk to me about, like, if you're gonna come at me, you need to come at me with intention. Hope you prayed before you came at me, and if you couldn't even do those two things, I want nothing to do with you. I am solely looking for someone, not looking, but like I am solely open to meet people that want the same thing as me. Ultimate goal of being in a relationship with one person, being faithful, loving Jesus together, loving life together, bettering yourselves together. That's the type of shit that I'm on. So if I don't see any of that, and I see like red flags in your behaviors, the things that you say, you're inconsistent, I'm not gonna deal with it at all. A lot of the things that I notice also is guys will be like, oh, I want to take you out on a date, but they have no plan. They have nothing planned. It's crazy how guys don't know how to plan dates, but they sure know how to plan to have sex with you and use your body, use you for ego and to make them feel good so quick. We are not doing that. We're just not. So if you don't have a plan, I see that you don't have Jesus and God in your life, you're not emotionally mature, and you're not consistent, I cannot give you the time of day. Anyways, dating in your 30s is very weird, but it's also interesting, and it's also eye-opening, because you learn so much. You learn so much about yourself, relationships, people, human behavior, what you want, what you don't want. You build connections, even though some relationships don't work out romantically, you can still end up with a friend or someone that you can call to fix your car, or someone that you can call to get your plumbing done or something. Like there's so many things that you can gain if you aren't gaining your romantic partner or someone that you can potentially be with seriously. Dating in my 30s has been super interesting. I know now I'm not gonna give these damn 20-year-olds a time of day, because I know at the end of the day, they just want fun. They're just here for the good time, and they're not mentally mature. I would never seriously date someone in their 20s ever again after those two experiences. Yeah, there's a big difference between dating a guy in his 20s and a guy in his 40s and a guy at the same age as me. Anyways, I'm waiting on God to give me my person. God is probably working on him, just like he's working on me. I'm patient, I'm excited, because I know that when the time is right, God will have us cross paths and it'll be great. Life will be amazing. But till then, I am enjoying where I'm at. I'm enjoying dating, I'm enjoying getting to know people, I enjoy learning how to build a genuine connection with other human beings, loving life. Not just dating, but like loving life in general, loving myself, building others up, and loving others, living my best fucking life. It's been amazing. Time comes, God will bless me. And I hope he has a big schlong.